Hey guys, welcome back to my channel AG Motion Designs, and in today's video we are going to create this wooden house model inside of Blender. If you are interested in modeling this kind of artwork in Blender, then do support my new channel Blender Easy, where I'm going to upload this kind of easy Blender tutorials per week. Link of this channel is available in the description, and if you want to learn more about motion graphics and other stuff in basics to advanced, then don't forget to check out my Udemy courses. Links are available in the description. And if you're new to this channel, then please consider to subscribe this channel and also hit the bell icon to get more updates. So without wasting any much more time, let's get started. Okay, so here we are in Blender, and now I'm going to delete this light and delete this camera because I don't need that. And first of all, I'll save this file. Now by default I have this cube, and with the help of this I'm going to create my base. So for that, let's select this simply and press S, and then press Y, and let's try to scale it somewhere around like this over here. Okay, and hold Alt Z to select our transparent view, and then we will press Ctrl A and we will apply scale to this object over here. Now go to the front view and hold Alt press tab over here to go to the edit mode, and now we are going to select this much portion GZ and try to bring this up to this. Okay, so we are gonna get this kind of stuff. Again we will press Ctrl A to choose apply this scale over here, so we can get this kind of object over here, which is a shortcut key to apply all transform. Now go to the tab view and press 3 for face selection, and hit Ctrl R to apply loop cuts, and simply scrolling we can create multiple cuts to this like this. Okay, and simply click over here like this. Now let's go to the front view over here and press 3, which is a shortcut key for face selection, and we are going to select this much faces. But before that, make sure that you should go to the edit mode by hitting tab, select this and hit Ctrl A, and make sure to apply scale. Hit Ctrl A, choose apply all transform and apply rotation scale as well. Then go to this mode over here, go to the front view, and we are going to select all of these faces over here like this portion over here, and then we will press I, which is a shortcut key for inner extrude over here. But if you see we are getting all of this inward, so we don't want that. So I'll go to the insert faces, and over here I'm going to choose individual. Okay, and we will hit like that. So now hit Ctrl Z again, and now press I, and now I'm going to decrease this somewhere around like this. Okay, like that. Then I'm going to select this extrude region. We will right click and we will choose extrude individual faces, but we will choose extrude faces along the normals. So simply click on it over here, and let's bring this outward like this. Okay, so let's bring this somewhere around over here. So now if you go and see, we are getting this kind of stuff, and if you hit Alt Z, we will get this kind of stuff. Now if you want to check out properly, you can select this. You can go to the rendering settings over here and enable this cavity, so you can see this properly. And now I need to create one roof kind of structure over here. So for that, let's go to the front view and go Shift A, and I'm going to add one mesh, which is a cube, and hold Alt Z. Now let's try to create a roof for this. So simply press G Z and try to bring this somewhere around over here, somewhere around like this. Then press tab over here, make sure to select your selection and press 1, which is a shortcut key for selecting edge vertices. Select this much portion, press SX and try to scale it down like this. Then select this GZ and try to scale it somewhere around like this. Then press SX and try to scale it somewhere around over here like this. Okay, similarly go to the top view, hit Control A, not Control A, but simply hit A, then press S, Y, and let's scale it on this axis like this. Sorry. Then after that, press 3, which is a shortcut key for face selection. And now I'm going to select this face. We will delete the faces. This face, delete it. Similarly, select this face and we will delete it. Sorry, delete the faces. If I hide this cube over here, I'll get this kind of structure. Now hit A to select all of them, and again we are going to choose extrude right click and make sure to choose extrude face along the normals and try to scale it outward like this. Okay, and go to the edit mode and hold alt Z again like this, and let's enable our cube over here. Now I'm going to select this cube. I'll go to the modifiers, add modifiers. Over here we are going to add boolean, and over here I'm going to pick up this cut, and let's select this portion and let's hide it over here. So as you guys can see, we are getting this kind of cut over here. Similarly, I'm going to select this, and first of all I'm going to apply this over here, and now we need to add a few booleans to it, but let's try to do that. I need to create windows over here, so let's go to the front view over here and hold alt Z, or you can press Z and you can go to the wireframe as well to check it out like this. So shift A, mesh, and we will add one curve. Press S to scale, and let's adjust this curve over here. Let's go to the top view, press S, Y, and let's adjust the scale somewhere around like this over here, G, Y, and let's try to bring this over here. Okay, so this is going to be my window over here, and so let's go to the alt Z, or simply go to the solid mode over here, and let's try to create window like a structure over here. So let's select this, go to the front view, over right view over here, sorry. Let's select this G, Y, and let's try to bring this somewhere around over here like this. Okay, and now hit Control A, and we are going to choose scale apply, then press tab, and select your this tool over here. Then we will select this faces, then if I press I over here, I can extrude this inward over here like this. Then press E, which is a shortcut key for extrude, and make sure to extrude outward somewhere around like this. Okay, so this is going to be my window. Now along with this, there should be some intersections for this window, so let's try to create that. I'm going to go to the front view and Z and choose wireframe, shift A, mesh, and we will choose one cube over here. Press S, X, and try to scale it down like this, somewhere around like this. Press S, Z, and let's scale it somewhere around like this. Now I'm going to select this, and I'll shift D, R, and rotate it on 90 degree like this. Okay, over here you can select this two cube, go to the top view, press G, Y, and try to bring this over here somewhere around like this in front of this. Then hold alt Z, press tab, press 1, which is a shortcut key for selecting vertices. Select this much portion, G, Y, and try to bring this somewhere around over here. Okay, and press alt Z. Okay, and go to the tab menu, Z, and choose solid view. Okay, but if you see over here, we are getting this quite weird intersection which will create some problems. So let's select this GY, and let's bring this a little bit forward, not too much but little bit like that. Okay, so this is our window. Now I need one window over here as well. So for that, what you can do, you can simply select this, and this. Let's go to the top view and press shift D, and let's rotate it over here like that. Then go to the object and set origin, and we are going to choose send origin to the center. Then press R, minus 90 to rotate it on this axis. Let's go over here, Z, and choose wireframe, G, and try to move this on Y axis somewhere around like this. Go to the top view, press G, X, and try to bring this somewhere around over here like this. Okay, so if you see, we are getting this kind of stuff. Now let's save this. Now I'm going to select this window structure over here. Let's go and shift D, Y, and let's try to bring this over here. And now we need to create a door over here. So let's select this G, Y, and try to adjust it. Hold alt Z, tab 1, select this much portion, GY, and try to adjust it over here. Select this GZ and try to adjust it over here like this. Okay, and hold alt Z to create this kind of structure. Now let's select this and press tab, which is a shortcut key over here. But before that, we will go to the layout mode, right click, and not right click but control A and choose scale. Again control A and choose all transform. Now go to the tab view over here, hit A to select all of them, and hit control R over here, and we will create multiple edges like this over here. After that, I'm going to press 3, select this, and this face, and we are going to press I, which is the inner extrude. over here, and whenever you are going to click, make sure this individual option is going to click over here. Okay, then we will press E, which is a shortcut key for extrude, then extrude this outward a little bit like this, and if you press Z, we will get this kind of door. Okay, so our door is ready. Similarly, I want one window over here as well, so I'll save this file. Let's select this and this over here, and go to the object, set origins, and we are going to choose origin to center of mass. Let's go to the front view, Z, and choose wireframe, shift D, Z, and try to bring this over here like this. Now if you press S over here, as you guys can see, the scaling is also increasing on each and every axis. So I don't want like that. So what I can do, I'll first check out the position. Okay, I want to release it over here. Then I'll go to the edit mode, I'll press 1, I'll select this much portion, select this much portion, G, Y, or X maybe, and let's move this over here. But if you see, there is some problems, so for that we need to press Alt Z. So then we will need to select this G, X, and try to bring the position over here. G, X, try to bring this position over here. Select this G, Z, and try to bring this position over here. G, Z, and try to bring this position over here. Okay, like that, and press Alt Z again, press tab, and let's try to adjust the position properly like this over here like this. Okay, and hold Alt Z, Z, and solid view like this. Okay, so we will get this kind of stuff. Now I'm not going to create anything over here because we are going to render it out in the front view, so that extra data would be useless for us. Okay, and now I need some kind of support kind of structure over here. So for that, let's press Shift A, mesh, and we are going to select this cube. Let's go to the top view, Alt Z, press S, and let's scale it like this, G, and let's try to bring this over here, and let's zoom in, G, and let's try to bring this over here. Now let's go to the front view, and I'll press tab, select this much portion, G, Z, and try to bring up to this, select this much portion, G, Z, and try to bring this position up to this over here. Okay, and if you see, we will get this kind of stuff over here, and press tab, you will get this kind of stuff. If you want, you can go over here and you can scale it down a little bit. Okay, and press S, Z, and try to scale it like this. Okay, let's go to the top view, let's select this, Shift D, X, and try to bring this over here like this. Select this too, and Shift D, Y, and try to bring this over here in opposite direction. Okay, so we will get this kind of stuff. Now I need to create a roof over here, so let's try to do that. But before that, we need to create a small portion of this roof. So for that, what we can do over here is I'm going to press Shift A, mesh, and I'm going to select this cube, G, X, and I'll try to bring this over here. Okay, and now we will try to create that roof over here. So let's go to the one view and press Alt Z, tab, press 1, select this much portion, G, Z, and try to bring this over here. Let's go to the top view by hitting 7. Okay, then we will select this and go to the tab, hit Ctrl A and choose scale, then press tab and press Ctrl R to create these two lines and create like this. Then press S, Y, and let's scale it up to this over here like this. Okay, and press tab over here like this, and hit Ctrl A and make sure to choose scale. Then select this object and set origin to the center of mass and press tab. Then press 3, which is a shortcut key for face selection. I'll select this face and this face, and then I'll press I, which is a shortcut key for inner extrude. Then press E and bring this on Z axis like this. Then go to the top view over here, and if you see, there is one problem, so let's hit Ctrl Z and press E, and then make sure to press Z, and then try to bring this upward like this. Okay, then go to the top view over here and press S. But if you see, the scaling is weird, so let's go over here and we are going to choose normal and press S. Okay, let's choose local and let's see. Yeah, okay, so over here we need to choose individual origins, And now if I hit scale like this, we will get something like that. So press S and then X to scale it like this, then press S Y and let's scale it like this over here. And over here we will choose global only. I did that by mistake, so sorry for that. Okay, and hold Alt Z. So we will get this roof kind, one extra brick kind of structure over here like that. Then I need to create a multiple copies of it, so let's try to do that. But before that, let's adjust its position. So let's go to the front view, G, and let's try to bring this over here first. Focus on it, then press S for scaling option and scale it like this over here. Okay, then let's try to select this, press R for rotation and then rotate it like this a little bit over here. Now if you want, then scale it a little bit down as well. Now select this, go to the add modifier, we will choose generate and we will choose array over here, and let's try to bring the Z position a little bit downward like this, and let's try to bring the X factor somewhere around like this. Okay, so I think this one is suitable for me, and let's increase the number of copies somewhere around like this. Now let's select this and press R for rotation, and we will rotate in such a way that it should go somewhere around like this. So press G and let's try to adjust it somewhere around over here like this. Okay, and if you want, you can press R and let's rotate it like this over here. Okay, G and try to adjust it like this. Okay, and let's increase the number of copies somewhere around like this. If you go to the top view over here, as you guys can see, we are getting this weird stuff because we don't need to change anything on y-axis, so we will get something like this. Okay, so let's go and G, and then we will go to the y, and let's try to bring this somewhere up to this over here like this much. Okay, GY, and let's try to bring this over here. Now let's select this, we'll go to the add modifier, generate, and we will choose array again like this. And now let's decrease the X factor and we will increase this Y factor over here like this, and let's zoom in and let's make this somewhere around 1 over here. I think 1 looks good to me. Okay, if you want, then make this 1.05, so it would be it will add some small distance. And if you see, there is some intersection over here, so let's go to the front view, select this GZ and try to fix that. Okay, this, okay, now that's gone. And now select this and we will increase the count on this axis. So let's go to the top view and let's try to increase the number of copies somewhere around like this. Okay, this much looks good. Select this G and Y and try to bring this over here like this. Okay, this looks good to me over here. If you want to adjust, you can add one extra stuff as well. I'm happy with this one. So let's select this and let select this and go to the object, and we are going to set origin to center of mass, which is already there. But to adjust it properly, what we need to do is we need to apply this texture. So let's apply, and then we will select this, go to the set origin, and now we need to choose origin center of mass. Then go to the top view, and now we will press shift D R, and let's rotate it on -90 degree like this, so it will rotate like this. Okay, so because we want full reflection like structure, so for that we have to rotate it on 180 degree. So let's select this, shift D R, and then make it -180 degree rotation. Go to the front view, G X, and try to bring this structure over here like this. Okay, so we will get this kind of structure. And if you want, there should be something at the top, you can add that as well. So let's go, and I'm going to press shift A, mesh, and I'm going to add one cube, SX. Let's scale it down like this, then press SY and scale it somewhere up to this over here. Okay, then go to the front view, press SZ and try to scale it like this over here. Press GZ and try to bring this over here like this. Okay, so we'll get this extra stuff. If you want, you can go over here and press SX and try to bring this down like this. Press SY and try to SZ and try to bring this like this. Okay, so we will get this extra stuff over here. Okay, so we will get something like this. And now let's try to add some base to it. So for that we are going to create one plane. So let's go over here, press shift A, mesh, and we are going to add one cube over here, not plane. Press G and try to bring this over here. and Alt Z. Make sure to choose Alt Z and select this and move this over here. Go to the front view, press S, X or Z and try to bring this somewhere around over here. Press G, Z and try to bring this over here like this. Okay, if you see from this axis we will get something like this. Let's go to the top view now and press tab over here, press 1, select this much portion, and with the help of this you can also adjust it like this if it's over there. So let's try to adjust it with the help of this only. Okay, like this. Then select this much portion. Let's try to bring this somewhere around over here. Select this over here and let's try to bring this somewhere around over here like this. Now after that I'm going to select this much portion and I'll add a little bit extra towards it like this over here. Okay, or I think we'll keep it as it is only. Okay, so if you see we will get this kind of structure like that, and press tab over here. Now select this, hit Ctrl A and we will choose scale. Let's go to the select this and we will keep it as it is. Let's go to the front view. We will select all of the other stuff and we'll press H to hide. Let's select this, hit Ctrl A and choose scale. Go to the object, go to the set origin and we will choose origin to center of mass. Go to the top view and hit Control, go to the tab, hit Ctrl R, and we will create multiple copies like this over here and click on it. Okay, like this. Okay, and go to the front view over here like this and press 3 for face selection and we will select this much face only. And if you go, we, as you guys can see, we have selected this faces. Then we will press I, which is a shortcut key for inner extrude like this over here. Then go over here and press E, Z and try to bring this somewhere around over here like this. Okay, so we'll get this kind of structure, and press Alt H to unhide all of this, and we will delete this extra stuff. We don't need that now because our model is almost ready, and hold Alt Z. Okay, so we will get this kind of structure. Now I need some extra kind of rings around this, so let's try to do that. For that what we can do is that let's see, press Shift A, mesh, and we will add one cube over here. Let's go G and try to bring this over here. Alt Z, press S and let's scale it like this. Okay, G and let's try to bring this over here. Press S and let's try to bring this over here. Sorry, G and let's try to bring this over here. Press S, Y and let's scale it like this. Press G and let's bring this over here. Then press S, X and try to bring this over here. Select this, press S, Z and let's try to scale it like this. G, Z and try to bring this over here like this. Okay, and now we will create some rings. So for this, so let's select this over here, go to the add and choose generate and choose array, and we will increase the X factor somewhere around like this. So let's make this 2 properly, and we will increase the number of copies somewhere around like this. So let's try to do it somewhere around over here like this. Go to the top view. Okay, GX and try to bring this over here. Likewise, I'm going to select this, I'll shift D, R, and let's make this minus 90-degree rotation, so it will come over here. GY and try to bring this over here like this. Okay, and let's increase the number of copies somewhere around like this. After that let's select this over here, or select this one first, shift D, Y, and let's try to bring this somewhere around over here. Okay, and GX and try to bring this over here, and let's increase the number of copies like this. Let's select this over here, shift DX and try to bring this somewhere around over here like this. Okay, now after that I'm going to select this and let's increase the number of copies. So let's go to the top view over here and let's bring this somewhere around over here. Okay, and let's select this, shift D, Y, and let's try to bring this somewhere around over here, and then we will increase the number of copies again to bring this somewhere around like this. Okay, and press Z and choose solid and hold Alt Z, so our rings are ready. Okay, so now we will create some base for it, so let's try to do that. Let's add shift A, mesh, and we will add one cube. Sorry, not plane. Shift A and let's add cube. Go to the front view, press S and let's try to scale it down. G and let's try to bring this over here. Let's go to the this view, GZ, and try to bring this over here like this. Select this, shift D, not shift D, but sorry, select this G and Y, and let's try to bring this over here. Let's delete it. Select this, go to the top view, over here like this, then press shift D and X and try to bring this somewhere around over here like this. Select this and this, go to the top view and press shift D, Y, and try to bring this portion somewhere around over here like this. Okay, so our base is also ready, and let's go to the front view like this. Let's select this much portion, hold Alt Z, tab, press 1, select this much portion, GZ, and let's try to bring this downward like this. Okay, and hold Alt Z. Okay, so now let's try to create some stairs over here. So for that, I'm going to press shift A, mesh, and we will add one cube. Let's go to the top view, G, and let's try to bring this over here. Go over here, press G, and let's try to bring this over here. Press SY, not SZ, to scale it like this. Press SX and let's scale it like this, SZ, and try to adjust over here like this. Press SX and try to scale it like this. Press G and let's try to adjust it over here like this. Go to the front view, press G, X, or let's say GY, and try to adjust it somewhere around like this. Press tab, Alt Z, select this much, GX or GY, and try to adjust it somewhere around over here like this. Okay, then we will get something like this, and Alt Z, select this GX and try to adjust the position properly. Then select this, go to the front view like this, and let's save this file. Now I can select this, go to the object, and we are going to choose set origin to center of mass like this. Okay, and now I'm going to select this and I'll try to bring out of this stuff over here like this. So let's minimize it and let's bring this downward to get out of this collection. Okay, let's scroll in again. We will right click, new collection, and let's call it as, sorry, select this, let's call it as stairs like this. We will select this and we will call it as house. Okay, so if you hide this, the house is gone. Okay, so we will select this now, and now let's try to create our stairs over here. So let's try to do that. I'm going to select this, I'll go to the modifier, generate, and we are going to choose array, and let's bring this scale on z-axis like this over here, and let's decrease the x factor somewhere around like this, and let's increase the number of copies somewhere around like this over here. So if you see, we are getting this kind of stairs, and now I don't want this much stuff over here. So let's do one thing, let's select this and let's try to increase the x factor somewhere around like this, or instead of that, let's select this, go to the front view, press tab, let's select Alt Z, select this vertices, and let's try to bring this downward like this. Okay, and then we will decrease the number of copies to get somewhere around like this, and let's increase the x factors like this, and sorry, let's let's select this GZ and try to bring this downward like this. And now let's try to adjust this value, let's make this 0, the z factor somewhere around like this, and let's increase the number of copies like this. Okay, and x factor somewhere around like this. Okay, and hold Alt Z. I think this much looks good to me, and now we will keep it as it is over here. We are not going to change anything. Okay, and now we will add some chimney kind of structure over here. So for that, simply press shift A, mesh, and we are going to add one cube. Press 1 G, and let's try to adjust it over here. Press S for scaling option and scale it like this, G, and try to bring this somewhere around over here. Alt Z, press tab 1, select this G, Z, and try to bring this over here. Let's try to adjust it somewhere around like this. Okay, press tab, let's go to the top view, G, Z, Y, and try to adjust it over here like this. Okay, and press, okay, press tab, hit A to select all of this, and press Ctrl R to create one edge like this. Press 3. uh, let's go to the front view, select this much portion, and press E over here. But like that, as I said, we need to extrude along this normal. So let's select this portion over here, select this edge loop, right click and choose extrude face along the normals. So let's scale it like this over here. Then we will select this top one face, press E Z, and let's try to bring this downward over here and hold Alt Z. So we'll get this chimney ready over here like this. And now I need some kind of boxes, or let's say some kind of pots over here. So let's try to do that. Let's select this over here. First of all, this is chimney, let's move inside this house. This cube, let's move inside this stairs. And now we need to create extra stuff, so let's hide both of them. We will right click, new collection, and let's call it as extras over here. Okay, and let's save these files. Now I need to create some box kind of structure over here, so let's try to do that. Let's for that, what we can do is press shift A, mesh, and we are going to add one cube. Press S, Y, and let's scale it like this over here, like this over here. Okay, or instead of that, let's keep it as it is. We will create box by this only. Let's select this, hit Ctrl A and make choose to apply scale. Press tab, make sure to press 3 to select faces, hit A to select all of these faces, and then press I for inner extrude. Then press E, and let's scale this inward like this over here. So not too much, but somewhere around like this only. Okay, if you hit Ctrl R, you will get this kind of faces, so increase it like this. Then we need to press 3 and we will select these faces one by one. So make sure to select this object. We will select these faces one by one over here like this. But before that, go to the outward, or I mean press tab to go out to the layout mode, hit Ctrl A and apply scale, and then go to the tab mode, and by holding shift I'm going to select those faces like this. Okay, so all the faces are selected over here. But I forgot, yeah, keep it as it is only. Then we will right click, or instead of that, simply choose inner extrude like this. So hit Ctrl Z and press I, which is a shortcut key for inner extrude, and extrude this inward. Then press E and extrude this outward like this. Okay, so we'll get this kind of faces. Now same procedure I want for this axis as well. So let's select this, press tab, hit Ctrl R, and create this kind of edges over here. And same thing for the top one, we'll simply select this faces. So select this, press 3. By holding shift I'm going to select this faces. Similarly for the bottom as well, select this faces, press I for inner extrude, press E for outer extrude like this. Okay, so we will get this kind of a box. Okay, now along with box, we need a pot kind of structure. So let's select this GX and let's try to bring this down outward. So simply select this GX and try to bring this over here, so we can use it later. Now let's shift A, mesh, and we will add one cylinder. Go to the front view, Alt Z, tab 1, select this much faces over here, GZ, and try to bring this over here, and press S for scaling option. Press E Z and try to bring this over here like this. E Z and try to bring this over here. Press S for scaling option like this. Then press E Z and try to bring this over here. Press S for scaling option like this. Then press E Z and try to bring this over here. Press S for scaling option like this. Press E Z and try to bring this over here. Press S and try to scale like this. Press E Z and again try to bring this over here. Okay, so we'll get this kind of stuff. Okay, so after that, press tab, press 3, and we will select this top face over here, which is this one. Okay, select this top face and simply delete the face. Okay, like this. Then select this, Alt Z, and now select this, right click and choose shade smooth. Over here, select this, go to the add modifier, generate, and we are going to apply subdivision surface first. Let's increase this value over here. Then again add modifier, generate, and we are going to choose, let's say, solidify, and let's increase this scale outward like this. Okay, and we don't need too much worry about inner geometry because we are going to apply simple plane only. But if you want this not to happen, simply press tab over here like this and hold alt Z, and let's select the edge loop so we can see properly. Now simply press Ctrl R, and you can apply one edge over here. So let's go to the front view and we will apply edge over here. So hit Ctrl R and make sure to apply this edge over here and try to bring this downward. Okay, similarly press 3, select this bottom face and press I for inner extrude like that. Okay, and so if you alt Z, now you fix this option over here. Okay, then select this over here, and simply we are going to select this G Z X and try to bring this over here as well. And now let's enable our options over here and let's try to adjust it properly over here. So go to the this view, select this box G and move this over here, and press S for scaling option. Go over here, G Z, and try to bring this over here. Press S and try to scale G Z and try to adjust it over here, G X, and let's try to adjust it over here. Okay, go to the top view, select this, not this one, sorry, select this G Y and try to bring this over here, alt Z like this, and make sure it's proper. Yeah, press tab, not tab but alt Z, then select this shift D X and try to bring this over here, then press RZ and rotate it little bit like this. After that let's select this spot, press S and let's scale the size, try to adjust it over here like this. Press GZ and try to bring this over here, press S for scaling option and scale it like this over here. Okay, G and try to bring this over here, GZ and try to bring this over here. Okay, like this. Now after that select this shift D X and try to bring this over here, press S for scaling option, press R and rotate it on any axis like this, just to adjust it properly like this, GZ, and try to bring this over here. Okay, so we'll get this kind of structure. Now after that let's go to the top view. I'm going to select this shift D and let's rotate it like this, press RZ and make this 90-degree rotation, or simply select this and try to adjust the rotation somewhere around like this. And now select this G and try to move this over here, move this over here, move this over here, and let's move this over here. So we will get something like this. Okay, now along with that we need to add one plane over here. So shift A, go to the mesh and we will add one plane, one cube over here. Press G Z and try to bring this over here like this. Press tab, select one, alt Z, select this G Z and try to bring this over here. Then select this much portion G X, try to adjust it somewhere up to this. Select this G X and try to adjust somewhere up to this. Go to the top view, select this much G Y and try to adjust it over here. Select this G Y and try to adjust it over here like this, and hold alt Z like this. Okay, and press tab. Then shift A, mesh, and we will add plane, and let's scale the size somewhere around like this, and let's scale the size. Let's go to the front view, press GZ and try to bring this somewhere around over here, GZ. Let's select this much portion GZ and try to bring this over here. Okay, so this is how we will get this. And now let's try to add our camera. So we'll right click, new collection, double click, and let's call it as camera and lights. Okay, let's save this. Now shift A, go to the camera over here like this, go to the camera and focal length we will choose 200, and now hit 0 to see your scene through camera over here. But if you zoom out, as you guys can see, we are getting this weird stuff. So press N, which is a shortcut key to bring these items over here, and make sure to enable to camera view. And now zoom out over here and try to adjust the camera properly. Let's disable this option and let's increase the size of this camera and then enable this option, and let's try to add your camera and try to adjust to your scene like this. Okay, over here. Now let's disable this camera and let's go out of this camera view. Let's select this, go to the top view press Z, X, and let's try to stretch it somewhere around over here. Then press S, Y, and let's try to scale it somewhere around like this. Now over here we have this grills over here. I need this over here as well. So let's go to the front view, and over here I'm going to press Shift D, and I'll try to bring this grills over here like this. Okay, let's go to the top view over here, press G and try to bring this over here like this. If you go over here, we still have this array. I'm going to increase the number of copies, so let's move this over here like this. Then after that, select this, Shift D, R, and let's rotate it on 90 degree, G, Y, and let's try to bring this somewhere around over here, and let's decrease the number of copies somewhere around like this. Then we will select this, Shift D, Z, or let's say X, and try to bring this over here. Select this, Shift D, Y, and let's try to bring this somewhere around over here like this, and hit 0 now. So we are getting this kind of grills over here as well. So hit 0. Let's enable this option just for now to adjust your camera properly, and I'll get this kind of results. Okay, so our model is ready, and now all we need to do is add some lights to it and add some colors and textures to it. So let's try to do that. Okay, so now actually I forgot to add one more subject over here, which is our lamp. So let's try to do that. Let's disable this camera over here, etc, etc, and we will only focus on this house over here. So hit 0 to go out of the camera view. I'm going to press Shift A. I'll go to the mesh, and I'm going to select my cylinder, G, X, and let's try to bring this over here and go somewhere around over here, and let's focus on this object right now. And let's don't forget to save this file first, guys. Then press tab for edit mode over here, and hold Alt Z, select this much portion, G, Z, and try to bring this over here. Okay, then let's go to the top view and press I for inner extrude, then press EZ and try to bring this over here like this. Then press S for scaling option and scale it like this. Okay, GZ and try to bring this over here. Then press EZ and try to bring this again over here, and press S for scaling option and scale it like this. Okay, then press EZ and try to bring, press increase the scale, press EZ and try to bring this like this to extrude. Then press EZ, try to bring this over here, press S for scaling option and scale it like this. Okay, then press I for inner extrude to extrude this inwards. Then press EZ and try to bring this over here like this. Okay, EZ and try to bring this over here properly, and press S for scaling option like this. Okay, so I'm going to create this normal lamp kind of structure. It's okay if it's not accurate, like this is also not accurate. Okay, then select this and press tab, hit Ctrl R to create this two rulers like this. Okay, press SZ and let's scale it like this, GZ, and try to bring this over here. Similarly, press Ctrl R again 2 times, press SZ and try to adjust it over here. Let's go to this side, GZ, and try to bring this over here like this. Okay, we will get something like this. Now after that, hit Ctrl R and create one line over here. Hit Ctrl R, create one line over here like this. Similarly, hit Ctrl R, create one line over here. Hit Ctrl R and create one line over here. Why I did that, we will see it later. Again, hit Ctrl R, bring one line over here, hit Ctrl R and bring one line over here. Okay, so this is done. Now we will go and select this and go to the top view over here, press S for scaling option and scale it like this, G, and let's try to bring this over here. Okay, let's bring this over here, go to the front view, GZ, and try to adjust this over here. You can press scale, GZ, and try to adjust it properly over here, and if you see this, we can see this kind of structure over here. Okay, let's adjust it like this. Okay, so this is ready, and now we will try to add light first. So let's shift a mesh, and not mesh but light, and we are going to choose area light and press S and simply increase the size of this area light. Then press Z and we are going to choose render view, select this GZ and try to bring this upward like this. Okay, it should be not visible in our scene. Then go to the light settings and make sure to choose power around 500, so we will get this kind of results. Now I want one light over here and one light should come from here. So let's go to the top view. I'm going to select this and I'll press Shift D to duplicate, and I'll move this light over here. Then press R for rotation and rotate it like this. Then R for rotation and then rotate it like this. And let's move this over here like this. Okay, if you hit 0, we will get something like this. Okay, similarly I want one light should come from here as well, but before that we will select this light, press R, and let's rotate it like this. Okay, if you see, we are getting this kind of stuff. Now select this light, Shift D, and let's move this over here, press R for rotation, and let's rotate it like this over here. Okay, and hit 0, so we will get this kind of light over here. Okay, if you want some light from this side, you can add that from there as well. So simply go to the top view, select this light, Shift D, and bring this light over here, and let's rotate it like this and try to adjust it over here. Okay, so we will get this kind of lights over here. So my lights are ready, and if you go over here and if you choose cycles and let's enable this denoise, so we will get this kind of results. Okay, so I'm happy with this. So let's denoise, choose denoise, make sure to choose denoise, and we are going to choose EV renderer over here. Okay, so my light is ready, and now our only thing I need to add over here is my colors. So let's try to do that. Hit 0 to get out of this render view, and now we will start with our windows, or let's just start with this only. For this portion over here, I am going to choose light wood color. So let's go to the materials, and we will create a new material. We will delete this one. I'm going to select this and I'm going to create a new, and let's go over here and we are going to choose this kind of light wood material over here, which is this. Let's double click and we are going to apply this light wood text over here, and we are going to use this material for almost every object over here. Okay, and then select this portion over here. Let's create a new material and we will call it as only wood. And for this one, I'm going to choose a little bit of darker version of this. Okay, so create similar kind of try to achieve similar kind of results, and over here we need to decrease this value somewhere around like this. Okay, if I hit 0 to see, and let's try to see in cycles, let's see how does it looks. It will look something like this. Okay, so let's try to go over here and we will choose a little bit more darker version of this color to achieve. Okay, I think this looks good to me, so I'll keep it as it is, and let's go over here and let's select this roof over here, add another material, and we will call it as roof over here, and we will choose something similar like this. So let's try to do that. I'm going to select this. I'll select this kind of material over here like this and choose a more darker version of this material somewhere around like this. I think this looks good, or if you want, you can choose somewhere around like this as well. Okay, so I am happy with this one, so I'll select this and I'll apply over here and I'll choose roof over here. Now for this option over here, we will choose wood material only. Okay, so now our main basic materials are ready. So now all we need to do is we need to apply this. So let's go to the EV renderer and hit 0 to get out of this. Let's select this. All you need to do is simply go over here and apply this wood material to each and every pillars. Okay, so let's try to do that. Okay, I have applied this material to this. Now for this window, let's see what we can do. I'll select this window over here. Okay, let's select this window, and over here as well I'm going to apply this wood material. For this over here, same, I'm going to select this two and let's hit Ctrl J to bring this as a one object, and we are going to apply this wood material. Similarly, I'll select this and this and this. Okay, and you can hit Ctrl J to make this one object, and you can apply this wood material. Okay, if you hit tab, you can select this different faces over here like this, so to apply new textures to it, but we will focus on that later. Similarly, select this, go over here, but before that select this all, and press Ctrl J, and we are going to apply that wood material. Now select this. For this I'm going to apply light wood material over here like this. Okay, for this one, we are going to select this and we will apply wood material to it like this. And for this portion over here, I'm going to apply light wood material. For this portion, apply wood material like this. Okay, so we are actually applying very normal materials to it, because this is just a wooden house tutorial, so we are not going to see much more complicated concepts of this. Okay, if you hit 0 and if you see this in cycles, you will get this kind of results. So okay, we will try to do something more over here like this. If you want to it should be in different color, let's say, then let's choose light wood material over here because it looks too dark. So for this, let's try to choose light wood material. Okay, and for this one I'm going to choose wood. Okay, similarly for this one we will choose wood. Okay, these boxes should be also consist of wood material, or you can choose one as this and you can choose one as light wood. Same procedure we need to follow for this one: wood, light wood. Now for this one I'm going to apply a different material like clay. So double click and let's call it as clay over here, and we are going to choose and apply very light color somewhere around like this. Okay, let's select this. So for this one, let's apply wood like color. Okay, so we will get different results over here. For this one choose clay, for this one choose light wood. Okay, and for this outer area we are going to apply lighter wood color only, like this. Over here apply lighter wood. Similarly for this, apply light wood. Okay, now and for this portion over here, which is our plane, let's create double click and let's call it as plane. And for this one you can apply, currently I'm going to choose black color so I can see easily. We will try to apply different color to this as well, but right now keep it as it is over here. Now if you go and see this in cycles, you will get something like this. Okay, but this is not enough, so let's try to do something else. Let's go to the EV system and hit 0 to go out of this. Now for this one over here, let's try to select this, and I'll go over here, go to create a new material, and I'm going to create complete black material over here and increase the metallic value over here. And let's go to the cycles and let's see how does it look. So from here like this, let's select this material and increase the roughness value totally 0, and let's try to increase the metallic value somewhere around like this over here, like this. Okay, this looks good to me. Select this, right click over here, select this, right click and choose shade smooth, like this. Okay, let's increase this roughness, not too much but little bit only, like this over here. Okay, now let's go to the EV rendering system and make sure to enable this bloom over here. Now select this and choose tab. Okay, and now press Z and choose solid view over here. And now by holding alt I'm going to select this portion. Similarly alt shift select this area, alt shift select this area, alt shift select this area, and alt shift we are going to select this area. Now create a new material. We will assign new material. First of all we will create new material and we will create new, and we will choose assign, and we are going to choose yellow color over here like this. Okay, and we will choose assign. Then if you see press Z and choose render, as you guys can see the material has been assigned. Now over here you will get this option called emission, and we over here as well I am going to select this yellow color material, and we are going to increase the strength of it like somewhere around 5. Okay, so if you hit 0 over here and press tab, you can see we will get this kind of stuff over here. Okay, and if you can select this material also, you can decrease the grayness somewhere around like this. Okay, then I'm going to select this. I'll go to the top view and press shift D X and move this over here like this. Then select this too, press shift D Y and try to bring this somewhere around over here. and hit 0. So we will get this option over here and here. Now I need this material on this window as well, so it will look like that light is emitting from it. So let's try to do that. I'm going to select this and I'll press tab, select this portion and go over here, create a new material, assign, and choose this material over here. Same procedure we'll follow for this one as well. Okay, press tab. Okay, select this, save this, select this and press tab, select this portion, which is this phase, new material, assign, and over here we will choose that bloom material. Same procedure for this tab. I'm going to select this phase, new material, assign, and we are going to choose this material over here, like that. Okay, so we'll get something like this. Okay, and now if I go over here and if I see this in cycles, I'll get this kind of stuff. Now if you want, what you can do, you can select this portion over here, which is our plane. You can go to the materials and instead of this you can choose like complete white color over here. And if you want no shadows and kind of stuff, then you can go over here emission value and you can increase this emission a little bit. So what will happen, that you will get the plane structure over here like this. And then you can go and you can choose a different color, kind of color over here. Similarly from here as well, you can choose different color, so you will get different results or something like this. Okay, so it's totally up to you. You can choose whatever color combinations you want. Let's try different material over here and let's see how does it looks. Okay, I'll choose this material over here, or you can choose either this roof material as well, because that is quite dark over here, so that looks more suitable as compared to this. Okay, so I'll keep it over here. Now we need to create a grass kind of structure over here, so let's try to do that. I'm going to select this, let's emission value 0.5 or something, so not too much. Okay, and now we will try to create a grass for this plane, so let's try to do that. Okay, so now we will try to create a grass. So let's go to the render system and I'm going to choose initially EV and hit 0 to go out of this view. And now let's select this plane and go to the shading options over here like this. Go to the shading and we are going to create a new material over here. Now I have this image over here. You can choose whatever grass image you want. And simply bring this over here. Okay, let's minimize it. I'll select this and simply go over here and apply this to base color, so you can see this material over here. Now I need to increase this value, so what I can do over here is I can press spacebar and search for texture coordinates and try to bring this over here, then hit spacebar and try search mapping over here, type mapping over here, because I have already used that why they are saying over here. Then select this, make it apparent with this vector, and this UV, make it apparent with this vector. And now if you increase this value, as you guys can see, we are getting different results. So zoom in a little bit, let's make this value 5, 5, and 5. Okay, so I'll get this kind of results. Now let's go to the layout mode over here and we need to try to create a graph. Okay, so first of all select this. Okay, then go to the hair settings over here, like particles, sorry, create a new particles, choose hairs and choose advanced. Okay, so as you guys can see, the particles are coming from here. Let's decrease the length of this particles somewhere around 0.1 or something. And now we will increase the numbers, simply add 20 over here to create much more particles like this. Okay, and then go to the let's say physics maybe, and we will increase this Brownian value somewhere around like this. Okay, so we'll get this kind of results. I think the length is too much, so let's make this 0.1 only like this, or if you want, make it 0.08 or something like this. Okay, let's hit 0 and let's go over here. Go to the render settings and choose cycles, and let's see what kind of emissions I'll get this kind of value over here. Okay, if you think that this is extra stuff over here, then you can simply go over here particle system. You can try to reduce this to 0.5 as well. Okay, so it's totally up to you what kind of thing you want to do with this. Okay, you can go to the settings over here and you can go to the different options like viewport, display, render or something over here, like source, different options like the physics, hair dynamics. You have to play around with this values over here, like your display. Okay, so many properties are there that you can play around with this. Okay, right now I'm going to keep it like this. If you go to the hair shape, you will get these options called diameter of the scale, etc, etc. You can choose, let's say 0.5. Let's see what options we'll get. We will get something like this. Okay, so I'll hit Control Z and I'll keep it as it is over here like this. You can choose this value like this. Let's try to increase it a little bit and let's see what kind of results I'll get. Let this. Okay, so I'm happy with this results over here, and if I see this in EV, I'll get something like this. If I see this in cycles, I'll get something like this. Now I'm going to select this portion over here, and instead of this, let's try to choose black color only, and let's make this value 0 only. I am happy with this black color effect over here. So we will get something like this, and now I need certain lights over here as well. So, okay, so let's go to the cycles and EV over here. Let's hit 0 to get out of this view. I'm going to press or simply select this light, go to the front view over here, shift D set and try to bring this over here, press S X and try to bring this scale over here like this, G and try to bring this over here, press S X and try to bring this over here, G and bring this light over here, S X and try to bring this properly over here like this. Okay, hit 0. So as you guys can see, this lighting emitting from here. Then press S Y and let's scale it like this. Okay, over here, and select this, go to the light options and let's make this light value 200. Similarly, I'm going to add this light over here as well. So shift D and bring this light over here, press R Z and 90-degree rotation, then press R and let's rotate it on this axis. Go to the top view, G Y and try to bring this over here like this. Okay, press R and rotate it like this, then press S and let's scale this size of this light like this. Go to the top view, G Y and try to bring this light over here. Okay, and let's go and decrease the light value to somewhere around 50. Go to the front view, shift D, bring this over here, press R and let's rotate it like this and try to bring this over here. Okay, hit 0 and let's try make this value 20. Similarly, select this light and make this value 20 over here, and if you want then you can change the color of this light as well, like you can change this color. Similarly, select this light over here and select this color over here like this. Okay, and now go to the cycles and let's see what kind of render we will get. I'll get this kind of render over here. So yep, this is how you can create this kind of basic modeling inside of Blender.